Hello everybody, welcome back to Hexing, and today's video we're just going to be talking about the Godzilla movie and Godzilla and King Kong the New Empire. I went to go watch it yesterday. It was pretty good. I really like the opening credit scenes. It just gives you like a briefing of what's going on, and then it slowly brings you into the newer world of what's happening now. And well, supposedly this is kind of tied into Monarch on the Apple TV. And my brother told me I should watch it because it's a pretty good pretty good TV series, and that it really gives some detail on how Monarch was created and how they got to Hollow Earth. Oh, and this video does contain spoilers, obviously. So, in the New Empire, there was this is just the continuation of the Godzilla versus King Kong series, and they pick up after they dropped King Kong down in Hollow Earth. He's obviously trying to find some remnants of his old family or any of his species at all. And they have him in Hollow Earth, and he's just forced to try to survive on his own. And he has a really bad tooth. That rotting tooth causes problems, so he has to come back out from underneath Hollow Earth. Causes Godzilla to reawaken, and then there was some distress signals that were pulled out from Hollow Earth, and we learned that it was from the citizens of Skull Island, but their ancestors. So with that, they end up having to help I forgot what they were called, but have to help like the old civilization, help them call Kong down to Hollow Earth to help them. There was a girl survivor from Skull Island. She is the only one who can summon Mothra, who is needed to bring Godzilla and King Kong together. When she calls upon Mothra, Godzilla and Kong are fighting, and in the middle of the fight, Godzilla is getting ready to charge her red beam, and with that red beam, she's about to fire and kill Kong. But Mothra comes out from the portal from underneath Hollow Earth, stops the fight, and then they both team up to defeat an orangutan or a monkey of Kong's race that has been terrorizing all the previous descendants of Kong's race. And it was just because he is the monkey that wants to destroy all of Earth. So Kong and Godzilla team up to take him down. And then they fight in Brazil. And with that fight in Brazil, it's just a back and forth to see who's gonna win. It obviously just comes out with Godzilla and Kong on top. But Kong does make a new friend, or makes kind of like an apprentice, because he's gonna show him how he should be acting, because his kind of acquaintances or friends were both killed, one by Kong. Yeah, that's kind of my overview of the Godzilla King Kong New Empire movie. My rating out of it would probably be 9 or 8 out of 10. I mean, it flips back and forth. It does good with the pacing, but the fight scenes are just kind of short for Godzilla up until the last one. The fights with Kong are kind of intense. Overall, I'd like to see that King Kong was using like his creative side to build traps and stuff for the predators that are around in Hollow Earth. For Godzilla, I kind of like that they still show that he's pretty overpowered. So that's my kind of take on Godzilla, King Kong, and the New Empire. I'd really like to know if anyone or is even interested in Godzilla because he's kind of been a Godzilla alone has been kind of my favorite kaiju. But he's kind of my favorite kaiju. Him, then it probably goes Kong. But then there's also Rodan and Mothra. I really like Mothra just because she's like a supporting character, and just because she supports Godzilla a lot. Godzilla has always hold kind of like a special place because ever since I was like around 8, figuring out when my brother was really getting into Godzilla and like all the monsters, it kind of I was kind of seeing memes about like Goku being in the mouth of Godzilla, and as you know from the last video, I was really into Dragon Ball, and that kind of made me look at kaiju's or Godzilla movies, and really like the beam that she shoots out of her mouth. And well, there's not really much else I could say to be honest, but that's my overview of Godzilla, the Godzilla movie. But I really want to go back and watch um any type of Godzilla movie because I heard that most of them are pretty good. I really heard that um Final Wars was a pretty good movie, and I've seen clips of it floating around back when I was 8 or 9, and I remember seeing a lot of fighting and then like futuristic weapons kind of, and that kind of piqued my interest. And then there was more Godzilla movies, like the Godzilla movie where it was he 2014, but there's also one where he was in the Australian um like I can't remember, like auditorium, or but it was like a big round dumpling shaped uh dumpling shaped building. But I know that Godzilla's like a different breed, or like what I've heard is he's like an American type Godzilla, so he's different from the original Godzilla. But yeah, which Godzilla movie should I go watch back? Which one do you guys recommend? And then for King Kong, I enjoyed watching King Kong 20 or 2008, I believe it was. The one with Jack Black in it, and I don't really know any other people. But all I remember was I love the sound of the Tommy gun, the and when they kill all the bugs that are out underneath in the crevices. That's my favorite part. And then when Kong rips open a dinosaur's mouth, the best part. And I do remember that there was a video game for, I forgot which console I had, but there was a video game for Kong, and I kind of really like the part where the lady gets taken by Kong and we have to go from boat to catch up. And if there is no game, I'm just spitting out my ass and I'm just making shit up. To be honest, if I don't remember very well, it's probably what was happening. But I do remember that. I do remember a game for some reason. And well, which movie from Kong should I watch if there's any better ones? Kong Skull Island, I watched it, but I don't remember it. I have really bad memory. Yeah, so anyway, just let me know which type of Godzilla movie or kaiju movie you guys would want to watch me review, and I'll give that a I'll give it a look. Oh, and I heard that there was an anime called Kaiju Number 8. I'm probably gonna watch that, and I will try to give a review.